How much of that was just under the circumstances, desire?
Yeah, it was a desire to do things the right way. It was a desire to finish the season at home in a good way. It was a desire to show our fans how much we appreciate them, and the desire on defense to get some stops, which is good.
You held them to 7 points there in the fourth quarter before the heat came in for Denver. I mean, what were you seeing in that sequence? Josh had 3 steals in about a minute and a half, and Tari get the steal, Jalen get the steal. What were you seeing as far as the defensive intensity in that quarter?
Yeah, there's a lot of defensive activity. Those guys were in the right spots. They were anticipating what was coming. They were making it hard on them, obviously. The steals were great. I thought Albie had his best defensive game of his career tonight. I thought he did an amazing job on the defensive end. I was proud of him for that. But yeah, that group when Tari and Josh were in the game was pretty special. And the other special part was Scoop, where Josh was playing well, and he had been in for like, I don't know, 8 or 9 straight minutes. And I was going to take him out and brought Scoop, and Scoop was like, "You want to let him ride?" I was like, "Yeah, if you're good, I'm good." He was like, "Let him ride." So that I was going to take him out again, and Scoop was like, "Nah, leave him in." So that shows maturity from Scoop. I mean, that is like big time maturity, growth, caring about his brother, caring about the team, helping his coach. All those things he showed in that moment. So it's game 80, and we haven't won as many games as I'd like, but moments like that are a coach's dream.
What specifically with Alfie's defense were you most impressed with?
He tried really hard. I mean, he tried really, really hard. He was physical, took the physical challenge. He was active with his hands. And the pick and roll that they were dribble handoffs and all that, he was just really, really active and engaged on the defensive end.
Coach, you just finished talking about the growth from healthy and Kevin Porter Jr. For you personally, how much satisfaction do you get from that, knowing that at the start of the season you challenged a lot of these guys like LP, and to finally see, even though it's game 80, to finally see them still step up and have their way?
Yeah, I mean, it's a credit to those guys in that locker room, right? Like, they could have quit a long time ago, but they have that in them to just quit and let these games pass by and let the summer start. They are, I mean, for Jalen Green to play 38 minutes in game 80 and these guys to play as hard as they played in game 80 just shows who they are. So yeah, it means a lot to me for sure, but it's all about the guys.
Was the game plan to get Alfie going early? He was very aggressive in that first quarter.
Yeah, we wanted to get him going, whether it's out of pick and roll or let him get some catches in the post. But he was on it tonight. He was on both ends of the floor, and it was really fun to watch. And I made sure that I told him after the game how proud I was of him, because we've had our talks about his defense, and he stepped up tonight. It was great.
You had 7 guys in double figures tonight. Didn't really seem overmatched at all against the West's best team. That kind of showed that, in your opinion, there is the talent to become a playoff team in the years down the line here?
I think so. I mean, we still got ways to go and all that, and Murray obviously only played a little bit, and Jokic didn't play his usual minutes and whatnot, but yeah, we got something here.
I know that you mentioned that you haven't had as many wins as you would like this season. You had an energy and effort to win, at home, a team like that to close out home here. How does that?
It's great. I mean, these guys are young, but they care, and they are starting to understand what's important. They're starting to understand that the togetherness part is a big part of it. But they're also proud to be Houston Rockets, and they're proud to play in front of these fans, and they're proud to play with one another. So, yeah, it makes me really proud that those guys feel that way about each other, and then they also feel that way about our fans and our city.
Can you talk a little about Josh Christopher, who's been in and out of the rotation, went down to the G League, came back, fought his way back into the rotation, and like you were saying, now in game 80, maybe he's out there playing as hard as anybody out there on the
Yeah,
court.
I love Josh, and Josh knows how I feel about him. I love him, and we've had a lot of talks about his playing time and what can get him on the court and how he can stay on the court longer. And yeah, there was a time where he wasn't even in the rotation. He did go to the G League, he came back, he got back into the rotation, and his minutes have been kind of up and down, but there's two things. I told him that he's got to be ready when his number is called, and he is ready for sure. And he was ready tonight, and he's just a worker. He is like tireless when it comes to the work. So if you are gonna work really hard and you're gonna be ready for the moment, that gives you a chance, and he did it well tonight.
Jalen had a rough third quarter. I think he was 0 for 7. He was frustrated with the officials, picked up that tee, and then he responded with a huge fourth quarter. What does that say about him to respond that way to the adversity and sort of channel it in a positive direction?
Yeah, it says a lot about him. Like you said, the shots weren't falling. He wasn't as efficient as he had been lately, but he didn't stop. He didn't. I mentioned to the referee that he's going to the hoop and he's drawing contact, and he's been to the free throw line quite a bit this season. We as a team have been to the free throw line a lot, and but he didn't let that deter him. He stayed with his game, and we had a point for a little bit in the second half, in the fourth quarter, and he was running the show, got us organized. We were just running simple stuff, but he can really score. He can really score. And once he gets it going, once he sees one or two go in, it's usually pretty good for our team.
Did you feel the energy from the home crowd?
Yeah, it was great. It was great to see the excitement amongst the fans. It was great to see a lot of the courtside people who have kind of gotten eye contact or relationships with over the years to be as excited as they were about how we were playing. So I'm really happy for the fans that they were able to see us play our best tonight.
KJ okay? Do you have any update on him?
No update on him. I think he's okay, but that was a crazy play. I don't know whether it was a foul or not. It seemed like he got fouled, and then Josh was just standing in the corner dribbling the ball and just shot a 3. So I hope he's okay. I know he wants to play 82, so we have a couple of days.